Okay, so for our first segment here, we want to share the horrible news that Overwatch is not going to be doing their PVE. Um, which kind
I
of sucks.
honestly didn't know they were going to be doing PVE, so cool.
Well,
Uh,
okay.
well,
Yeah, so they were
it's
gonna do. I guess the plan was, which maybe we'll find out more here. The plan was to do like a whole PVE, like maybe like a co-op thing similar to Borderlands. There was gonna be like skill trees and stuff. Yeah. So, just a little bit of background. Okay. Uh, Overwatch has been through a lot of crap in recent years, mostly because Blizzard is not the best company out there. For example, Jeff Kaplan, who was the lead developer of Overwatch, left like 2 years ago, and he was the one that announced this PVE feature in 2019. So literally 2019, still haven't delivered on it. This is where we're at. Let's start it.
Roll it.
I need to preface this video by letting you all know I've never played a game of Overwatch in my life.
Oh, that's
Not
nice.
because I think I'm too
Great.
good for it or because the game is bad. It's actually the opposite. I think I would like Overwatch a lot, which is the problem. I don't want to get addicted to another game where I'm rolling the dice for good teammates in hopes of hitting an arbitrary rank to justify all the time I spent playing the game. I already do that with Valorant. However, even someone like me, who's not that interested in Overwatch, is wildly interested in all the drama surrounding it after a huge announcement was dropped by the Overwatch team today that everyone's upset about. And if you guys don't even play Overwatch yourselves, I think you'll find it interesting. It all started with this tweet.
Now, Tyler,
seemed
can you
to be
pause it
so
for a
innocent.
second? I just wanted to point out, if you notice, you and him have the same mic,
That's true.
but he does a lot better job getting his hand around it and really getting it up in his mouth. Like, I could use some more of that out of you.
That's true.
All right?
Except then you just hear
Stack,
the
you
mic
agree?
squeak around.
I agree. I squeak or not, bitch. I want that bitch hands on.
Yeah, really, really grab that shit.
Yeah, both hands.
Take control. Whatever
Yeah.
you got to do. If you can't get it with one,
You know what? If you can't get it with both, bite it. Just bite the bitch.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm more
Bite it off.
inexperienced. I'm gonna need you to show me how to do this.
See how he's really got like one hand around it, and
Wrap
it's just
it.
like,
With
whoa.
the other hand.
Yeah,
Okay.
really
All right.
Okay,
good.
fucking squirrel.
Good to know. Thank
It
you.
says game director and executive producer took a peek into the future of Overwatch. Eyes emoji. Watch this segment for the latest on PvE
Okay, and I'd like
everything
to
else we have
like
planned.
look at this message. Take a peek into the future of Overwatch, like as if, oh, they're announcing new stuff. Everything we have planned in 2023, nothing bad could possibly come out of this announcement, right?
Story
Wait.
emoji.
Hang on. That's from May 16th, 2023.
Yeah, this was just
Yeah.
like last week.
Yeah, it was literally 6
And
days
they're
ago. 7
watch
days
this
ago.
segment on the latest on PvE. So this
It's a feature
I
that was
am-
announced in 2019.
if
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Overwatch, I'm going to click that link and I better be seeing it's releasing next month.
Yeah, something like that.
Right?
Yes, exactly.
It's
Right.
good. It seems like a fine thing. Oh, it's just a plan for the year. And then Overwatch legend and fantasy football god Super quote retweets and says, "Okay, this is what I'm getting: PVE
Okay, wait a second. What is he? What's
scrapped,
he
talent
downloading
trees, and
down
long-term
here?
progression scrapped, and the only thing we're getting for
What
PVE
is
is
this?
archive-style missions every once in a while. Epic. What happened?
I don't know what
to
the
last
fuck
3.5
he's got
years?
going on
And if
there.
that makes no sense to you, you're like me. You haven't played this game, so let me give you some
M2,
context.
M3 zip
And to
file,
do that,
huh?
we have to teleport back to 2019, a simpler time, a pre-COVID time, and a terrible time to be at Activision Blizzard because they had a bad year. It started with them separating from one of their best developers, Bungie, which dropped their stock a little bit. Then they had to lay off 775 staff members despite having an amazing 2018. And then they had all the backlash for firing casters and banning Hearthstone players over their support of Hong Kong, which led to an Overwatch character
forgot
actually
about
being
that
the
one,
symbol of
actually.
support for Hong Kong. And all that combined made 2019
Blizzard has made
their
some real
worst
bad
year
moves
in a long
over the
time.
years.
It was worse than 2018, 2017, and 2016. And companies they
Wow.
like going up and to the right, and this is not that. So bad year
Downward
for Activision
trending.
Blizzard.
It's down
And
to the
at
left,
their
right? They
annual
went
event
backwards.
BlizzCon, where they get to announce
Red
all the fun
Cran.
things,
Red
they
Cran.
started out by apologizing
That's
for
right.
what they did to the casters and the players in Hearthstone for their support of Hong Kong, and then had a fun announcement.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Which was them announcing Overwatch 2. Which nobody expected at the time, and even me, someone, again, who had never played the game, I was like, that's cool. Maybe I play that game. Everyone's hype about this. The video got 20 million views, and everyone was popping off.
Wow.
And they expanded on what Overwatch 2 was supposed to be, because no one really saw it coming, so no one really knew what the goal was of the game. And here is Jeff Kaplan, who is was a beloved Activision Blizzard employee and the lead at Overwatch, talking about it.
Now, when I talk to lots of you, there's a common request that you want out of Overwatch, and Overwatch 2 is going to deliver on this. And that's for more story and for PvE, for cooperative experiences.
Yeah, PvE, player versus environment.
so it's
you
gonna be
know,
a
the
co-op.
PvP is what everyone knows Overwatch for, but let me get immersed into the world more. That way, when I look up the Overwatch porn at night, it hits a little harder.
Show me some of that
Overwatch
diva.
2 will feature a ton of PvE
Mercy,
content.
come on.
We will have a complete story experience featuring story missions, the first of which is called Rio de Janeiro, is also playable in Hall A for all of you today.
All good news, all exciting things. But then here's a key promise that Jeff makes about the plans for Overwatch 2 and a new co-op mode.
Cannot wait to hear what you think about it. In addition, as you saw, we have something called hero missions, which hero missions are focused on
No, but
highly
Stack is.
replayable cooperative.
So I don't think that he's full of shit. I don't know if Ludwig is going to get into it, but he left, and it's probably related to all of this shit.
Experience. The analogy we like to use on the team is similar to what adventure mode is to Diablo versus its campaign.
Okay.
That's what hero missions are intended to be. And they're powered by this really cool progression system where you can level up your heroes, get more powerful, customize your abilities.
Makes sense. Basically, they have a new co-op mode with different replayability features, skill trees. Basically, every time you play with your friend, it'll be a new experience. It'll be fun. It'll make you want to play Overwatch more without getting bored. That's the main
Sounds fun.
promise that he gave.
I mean, I didn't really
at
know about this
announcement
either,
at
but,
the end of
I
2019.
mean, I would've played that.
End of 2019. Keep
I
that
would
date in
definitely
mind.
give it a
A
try.
year passes.
Yeah.
2020. Nothing really announced.
I'll try anything
2021 hits.
once.
Big announcement. Jeff Kaplan, the guy who was on the stage we
Oh?
just listened to, is leaving Blizzard after 19 years. And this guy, again, is a legend. Super
Jeff
beloved by
Kaplan.
all of the fans and the players of Overwatch and the guy
Yeah,
who's
okay, so he
leading
does talk
the
about it.
game. And so for him to leave got people a little bit nervous. And there started to
I mean,
be
here's
some
the thing about Jeff. He defined the original Overwatch. Like Overwatch was what it was because of Jeff. So for him to leave the project, it's obviously got to be something major.
hints that they might have announced Overwatch 2 too early, that they should have waited a little bit. Not just because fans were getting antsy, but because it was hurting Overwatch,
Pause it.
the original game, Overwatch 1.
Would that be similar to like Player Unknown leaving Player Unknown Battlegrounds?
Similar. However, I'd say in that case, it's like clearly PUBG didn't want to continue developing the broader game. They just wanted to throw skins and crap around. But yeah,
You know,
it's
work
definitely
more on the
similar.
market versus the game.
Yeah, I would say it's more like the game creator having a difference of opinion with the rest of the executive team. Now, we don't really know the specifics of why Jeff left Overwatch and Blizzard, but the speculation is that it's related to this.
They stated that they put too much focus on Overwatch 2 over the past few years to the detriment of support for the original
Is he
game.
just pulling this out of
So
Wikipedia?
because of that, they changed the release plans for Overwatch 2. Rather than let's have the game all ready to go and then sell it out to you guys,
Some
we're
research.
going to release it earlier with just the PvP portion, and then that
ask
PvP that we were
ChatGPT.
talking about, that's all like the new fun stuff, will come later. So let's just, because Overwatch 1 is kind of dying because you're all waiting for Overwatch 2, hurry along Overwatch 2. And that's exactly what they did. And a little over a year ago, they launched an invitational beta, and then October of last year, they launched the game itself. And the game's launch didn't go so hot. It wasn't the best launch of all time. Now, I don't know if this strategy was necessarily dumb, by the way, before we jump to how bad the game launch was. Overwatch wasn't doing very well after the announcement of Overwatch 2. I mean, viewership was declining throughout this period. They were averaging less for
Just
their
got
kickoff
stale.
events
It was just
than
the same
X2C
crap.
averages. Look,
They
50K
would
in
drop new
2022 for the
heroes and
kickoff
new
flash.
maps, but it
XQC,
honestly-
he's at 62K right now. So I get the concerns internally and why they needed to rush out Overwatch 2, and that's exactly why they did it. But the launch did not go great. And here's Dunkey giving his review of it.
Here. The haters have
Hey,
been calling
Donkey.
this game
Yeah, Donkey.
Overwatch 1.5. I gotta say, haters, you guys are stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. This is more like Overwatch 1.1. Immediately.
Yeah, and he goes into why there's so many problems with Overwatch, but you don't gotta just take Donkey's word for it.
Overwatch, where
can
you
just go
lose
to
the cool
Overwatch
skin
subreddit
system, and now you
sort
have to
by
pay
top
for
the past
skins.
year,
Yeah.
and everybody
had
is
to pay for
upset,
skins before,
both in
but yeah, you
terms
had a
of
chance
what
at
the
least to
game
get it for
offers
full
and
and
how
for
it's
free.
monetized now. And they talk about how the subreddit's in damage control mode, and how there's just a bunch of illegal things happening in Overwatch, and how they don't give you nearly enough skins for your devotion, and how the best days are now behind them. And there is still one hope, though. If you go to any of the threads
Well,
or any
new
of the
event
comments,
skins you
there's
can
still
earn for
one
free.
hope
I know, those
that
were the good old
Dunkey
days.
kind of puts out here.
But now to finally have Overwatch 2 in my hands, it feels like a major defeat. It feels like Blizzard could be the next BioWare. However, we
Yikes.
still haven't played the co-op
That's
mode,
bad.
which for me is the main draw of Overwatch 2. For the sake of the fans, I hope that 99% of the development team has been focused on the co-op, because I don't know
Yeah, it
what
would
they've
be
been
good,
doing
right?
for more than 2 years with the
would be.
PvP.
So PvP overall a bit disappointing. It's very similar to
'Cause it's just-
Overwatch
it's
1,
just Overwatch
although
1, yeah.
fun to play, and I know many people who do play it, and maybe it's balanced a little bit better. It is not a sequel. It is not Overwatch 2. It is just an update to the original game. And PvE, excuse me, is the thing that everyone is excited for. And that brings us to today and why their announcement was so bad. So let's take a look again at this tweet with the eyeball and the star emojis. And then take a look again
PR
one
team.
more
That's
time
PR
at the
team
skill
written
tree
all over it.
promised, right? This is the hero mode with the skill tree, super huge replayability. Now let's watch it together.
And so we're left with another difficult choice. Do we continue to pour all that effort into PvE?
My camera's better
hoping
than
we
that
can land it
fucking
at some point in the
executive
future?
producer. So fuck
Or do
you.
we stick with this set of values that we've aligned on and focus on the live game and focus on serving all of you?
Now, this is the executive producer who prefaced this by saying running Overwatch 2 PvP by itself is very difficult and we want to do a good job, but we don't know if we can do a good job and do PvE. And so then he drops his bomb.
With everything we've learned about what it takes to operate this game at the level that you deserve, it's clear that we can't deliver on that original vision for PvE that was shown in 2019. What that means is that we won't be delivering that dedicated hero mode with talent trees, that long-term power progression. Those things just
No
aren't in
way.
our plans anymore. And we know that this is going to be disappointing to
Okay, this guy's really funny looking. Is that just me?
No, yeah, dog.
Yeah, his lips are so glossy. Does
Yeah,
he
he
have
looks
like a filter on?
he looks
it's
like he's
that,
got a
little
filter.
pink nose filter on, you know, like he's
Well, no,
a bunny or
looks like
something.
Brown.
He looks like he's got like I don't know, dog. Just
Hey, wait, is that another Shure SM7B?
Yeah, it is.
many of you, which is why we wanted to bring it up before we talked about the roadmap. And to be perfectly honest, it's been really difficult for many of us and a lot of folks on the team who
Oh, I'm
poured
sure,
their heart
very
and soul
difficult.
into that stuff.
Now, I do not envy
probably all your
being a
developers
developer,
you've
ever.
effed
Even in the
over
best
because
of times, you
decided
still
to
have
quit.
people who are just dogging you for more and more and more. But this is just a simple lack of hitting expectations. Expectations were set, and expectations were failed to be met. And that will make people upset, and I think justifiably so. But that's the huge bomb. All the PvE, all the
that
things
Matt,
that
the guy
Jeff
on the
talked
left?
about on stage that we watched together
Wait.
are not happening. And so where the
How do I
PvP
move this?
experience was a bit of a disappointment
I don't
because
think
it
you
didn't
can.
feel very different from Overwatch
I'm just
1.
gonna leave it there then.
The PvE is not even going to happen anymore. They said they'll have some
Fuck it,
story-driven
I'll just leave
things
it
that might
there.
occasionally be canon, but it'll be somewhat like seasonal, kind of like they've done in the past, as opposed to the much larger plan that was in place before. And that's where Overwatch is at now, which is sad, you know. And maybe you can think to yourself, oh, well, I'm glad I am Team Valorant or still playing TF2 for some reason because it's really fun. I don't know what you guys play. But I think it's just sad for the people who enjoyed this game because I know a lot of them personally. Even my editor, Shea Drizzle, I think is like a.
Why the fuck is he talking about a game he's never fucking played?
That is a good point.
I mean,
That's
he's
a good
going,
point, Stack.
He's going off of other people's biased opinions, whether it be all just his friends or whatever. He's never actually got a firsthand experience. Like, y'all hate fucking Rocket League. You've all played it. I like Rocket League. I've played it. You know?
Have I played it?
I mean, imagine if Rocket League was like,
Probably
we're gonna make
not.
this whole mode.
But here's the
And
thing: I don't
everybody was
shit
like-
on Rocket League. I watch you play it. I admit that it's not my cup of tea, but I'm not gonna make a video about Rocket League saying, "Fucking Rocket League PvE fucking didn't come out. This game's shit."
Well, that's where I'm at. Like,
But like, that's not what he's saying at all. He's
No.
more commenting on the fact that these people promised this.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's
that's
coming
true.
from.
People
He's,
purchased the game expecting to get this,
I mean,
and now they're failing to deliver that. Yeah.
I can see that. Maybe I didn't understand that what he's. There's too
I
many
think we
words.
spent too much time brushing our beard earlier, Stack.
I'm pretty sure I've spent too much time sucking down that fucking joint.
wait. What?
Okay, anyway, I don't know if we need to watch the rest of this. Probably just
So
like a funny
basically, it sounds like fucking Overwatch is fucking their viewers again.
They're fans.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Ha! What else is new? All the fucking big gaming industries out
But
there
that's like
nowadays are fucking doing that.
Activision Blizzard.
Well,
Ever since they became Activision Blizzard, it's been like one miss after another.
what about GTA 6? I heard that's a fucking failure now, or not
That's
really.
well, Rockstar. But why? I
Right.
mean, there again, though, why would Rockstar put all this money into a new game when GTA 5 is the most successful game ever made?
People want different content or be more ready for it, I guess would be my thing.
But like,
And
you know, they promised a DLC that never got released.
you know, something is they got to do something. Like, I think the whole Franklin and everything is overplayed. If they were to do a single player game or co-op player game, not necessarily like PvE or like what GTA 5 has going on right now, but a whole new story mode, a whole new fucking thing separate from GTA 5. You know, let's move on. Let's do something different. And now let's start like a new GTA.
Like
More
something in
of
the GTA universe or something.
right. But, you know, just fucking have a, I don't know, co-op, you know, like, you
But
know,
like
friends could
again,
play
like
it.
that doesn't make them money, and that's kind of the problem.
Well,
The
it don't
incentives
make
are
them money.
all messed up right now in the whole video game industry.
Yeah.
I mean, if it doesn't make them money, but maybe, you know, if they add content, they could do kind of go back to what they were doing is, okay, games, what, $60? You want DLC, it's 15, $20, what have you.
But again, that doesn't make as much money as microtransactions.
Now
There
games
was-
start at $70,
I know,
by
the
the way.
$70 games. So there's a
2023.
rumor that Diablo Immortal, right, the mobile game for Diablo, makes $2 million per day. Every day they rake in $2 million off that game.
So
So why would they go back to the $70 we spend freaking $500 million producing this game when they can just throw up some cheap garbage and make millions of dollars every single day?
well, and then basically you're right back to square one. people need to stop fucking buying that garbage
Yes,
and
people
stop
need to
doing
stop. That is exactly right.
I mean, supply demand at that point, right? We demand better things, but they're
Yeah,
supplying
but
garbage.
skins
and
win
people are
games.
yeah, skins win. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, I've seen your Rocket League skin stack.
Yeah, but that's all free.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Oh,
actually
okay,
That's all
give that.
free. So everything I've gotten on Rocket League is free. In fact, I think last year I paid one time for a Rocket League season pass. It was $10, and it's lasted me until now.
Yeah, Rocket
Because
League
you keep
lets
getting
you
points
play it.
back.
Well,
Rocket
if
League
you
lets you finish it even if the
yeah,
season ends.
so you could
Oh,
it keeps going beyond
I think
100, right?
correct me
Eh,
if I'm wrong, but I think PUBG's doing that now.
Do they?
But what
That's
Because
they
absolutely how it should work. It shouldn't just end when the event ends.
right?
Yeah,
It's the
I
only
Well,
paid $10. I want all my skins.
Yeah.
well, yeah, whatever things. But if you make it to a certain like to I don't know 110 or 100, and the Rocket Pass, they give you enough credits back to buy the next season to get the extras. So you don't have to
Yeah,
buy extra money.
it incentivizes you to play their game
Right.
because then
And
you can
then
get the next one for free.
right. I mean, and there is like months. It's like a 3-month thing to get all the shit done, and it's not hard to do. But anyways, so yeah, I paid $10 a year ago, but all the shit I got, it's nice stuff, but it don't win games.
Tune in every once in a while in the mornings to find out if it wins games or not. Newsflash, it does not.
Thanks for being part of our vibrant community. Don't miss out on the latest contents by subscribing and liking.
Want more exclusive content? Become a Patreon on our Patreon page. Unlock a treasure trove of VODs, early access, Q&A sessions, and more.
Thanks for being with us. Subscribe and join Patreon, and let's have fun together.